Welcome back, blended family. It's been a while since I don't do a video on this channel. Just going through busy time. Was very busy last year, but I promised myself this year I'm gonna start making some better content, more content. So I was just out for a while, so I didn't able to make no video. Going through some personal stuff too and focusing a bit on the health. So that is the reason why I didn't have the time to put out much video. But I promise I'm gonna put a lot more video out now. So if you're still here, thanks for sticking around. And again, if it's your first time here, welcome back to the family, or welcome to the family. I said this year gonna be a better year for more video, better content, a lot more different stuff on this channel. So how should I start this now? I want to share a story with you guys that I never share with nobody. I just keep it to myself, and for many years I keep it to myself, but I decided I want to share this story now with you guys, and you guys leave a comment and tell me what you think about the story I'm about to share with you guys. Well, on this channel, as you see, it's just me and my family on this channel. I don't bring no friends around, or I don't even, to be honest, I don't have no friends right now because of an experience that I go through, and that experience was really sad, and that is the reason why I never ever share this story with nobody. I keep this story to myself. So let me bring you back. And the reason why I'm sharing this story, because I'm sitting here day by day, see my kids grow up. I love my family. I'm a big family guy. That's me. Spend a lot of time with my family. Love my kids to death. So where I'm going with this video, I got this friend, I won't say his name, but I used to have this friend from Jamaica, St. Catherine, around the Linstead Bogwalk. And how I meet this person, back in 2006, when I first come here, we used to come on this work program. So that's where I meet this guy on this work program. And I think it was like, at first there was 6 of us living into a house. But first time I come here, this guy showed me love. The first time I come here, like, we hang out, we talk. So after the long run, we start, out of the 6 of us, like 4 person was cooking for 4 of them. Me and this guy say, alright, let's cook our own food. It's much easier for 2 persons to cook, more than every day you come from work, 6 person cooking. Or so I say, alright, like how those guys, couple of them know each other from back home. I don't know none of these people, first time I'm meeting them. So me and this guy kick it off, and we start cooking together. And me and this guy traveling for years. Me and this guy traveling back to Jamaica, back here for a few years. But the other guys, you got more guys keep on coming, like I think in our workplace it was like 12 Jamaican was working where I was working. Couple of them, we start talking, but me and this guy, we always do our own thing, and we always do our own thing. And I remember the rest of the guys in the house always said to me, yo, be careful of this guy. But I say, yes man, like they said, just be careful of this guy. We don't trust this guy. But in front of me, this guy was a good guy in front of me. Never do me wrong. Never show me a bad face. I was like, what these guys seeing that I'm not seeing? I'm blind or something. But nobody cannot tell me what to do, who to talk to. Like, I don't pick side, right? So I was like, I'm still looking, but after a few years, know this guy, meet this guy family. This guy meet my family. Become good friends. And I remember we went home one year. It just me and him coming up early that year. I think it was coming up like early March. We coming back to Canada. But we went home in December, and early March we coming back to Canada. So when coming to the airport, one of my next friend in Jamaica was taking me to the airport. So I said to him, I'm going to stop and we're going to pick you up on our way to the airport. But this guy live on the route to the airport. And yeah. He live in Jamaica. He's from Bagwalk. So you know Bagwalk is on the way to Kingston. That's the airport he was going. I remember this guy's my friend. And I went to his house like probably about 4 o'clock in the morning. 4 a.m. Pick him up. Say hi to his kids too while we was there. Saying hi to his wife, whole family. So me and this guy head off to Kingston. And I remember when we reached the airport, normally going to the airport, I don't like to carry on. I normally carry a strap bag or a knapsack bag, but I don't carry on pulling behind me or nothing. So I remember in the airport, he was in front of me. And next person was behind him. I was behind that person. So I remember he said to me, they call me dog, right? Mad dog. I said, yo dog, you checking your suitcase or you carrying on? So I said, bud, I'm checking my suitcase. I'm not carrying on. For that time, we're going to Nova Scotia. So to go in Toronto, connected flight straight to Nova Scotia. So I'm trying to avoid all of those bag behind me. And so anyway, he said, can you put something in your bag for me? In my suitcase? I said, but no problem. So he gave me this black, I remember this black bag. Again, this guy's my friend for like 5, 6, maybe 7 years. This guy is my friend. So I don't think this guy, I'm not even thinking about, oh, this guy gonna sink me or. So I remember I get the bag. And let me show you guys with my camera case. Yeah, I think the bag is like about this big. But it's a black bag. But because I trust this guy, right? I take the bag. Put it in my suitcase. Remember, he was in front of the next person. So I stop in the line, open my suitcase, put the bag in. Put back a lock on my suitcase. So when he reached to where he's checking, so when he's talking to that lady, the next guy behind me went over there to the next lady. So I wasn't paying attention till all of a sudden I see him walking past like quickly. So I said to him like, yo, where's your suitcase? He smiled and said, oh, he checked it. He's checked his suitcase. So I said, why you give me the thing to put in my suitcase? If you know your suitcase gonna be checked going under the plane. He didn't say nothing. I was like, this don't make sense to me. So I come out of the line and I open my suitcase and I said to him, bud, all this. And you know what the guy do with it? Remember, me and this guy traveling for years. When he check his suitcase, he's heading. You know, when he check his suitcase, he's heading straight to security. Wasn't waiting on me. And that was strange. For you know, there's somebody, soon as you check in, you're waiting for your friend, you're waiting for your wife, you're waiting for your kids, you're waiting for somebody. If it's you and somebody going. And this guy was like heading to security to check to check in. So I said, bud, hold your bag. Like, why you give me this to put in my bag? And right there now, my head like, it made no sense to me. And you know what the guy do with the bag? He take the bag from me. And you know what he do with it? He walk over. And my life, the guy walk over to the garbage bin in the airport. And the guy throw the bag that he gave me into the garbage bin at the airport. At this time, I was so mad. I was so damn mad. The guy put the bag that he gave me in the garbage bin in the airport. And right away, everything started coming to my mind. And why I bring this story up is just because now I see my kids growing. And this guy almost take my life away. Or take me out of my kids' life. And that was the worst part of it. And you know what happened? When they throw it in the garbage, I stand there. I was the last person to check in. Because I was so shocked. I was like, this don't make sense. And when he throw it into the garbage, he walked straight through. He beat security. He was upstairs sitting down. Never wait for me. Never say nothing to me. So when I do check in, doors scream and I'm upstairs waiting now. Normally, the flight is a long flight, so normally I stop and buy something at the airport to bring on the plane. Because, you know, on the plane, the food. So normally I buy something to take on the plane. And that day, I did not buy anything. At this time, what time was it? It run up till, I think it was close to midday. And you know, when you leave Jamaica, you're not reaching Nova Scotia. You stop in Toronto, layover. You're not reaching Nova Scotia till 2 a.m. So I didn't eat all day and I didn't even hungry at that time. I was not hungry. So I went upstairs and normally I buy a couple bottle of rum. When I'm coming up, never buy nothing. I was so shocked. And I sit upstairs. And the second part, the part is me and him have, I think his seat was the window seat or my seat was the window seat, but we was sitting side by side. And I remember when I go to check in, I said to the lady, is anywhere you can switch my seat with somebody, or if there's an empty seat on the plane, can you move me? And so be it. She said yes. There's empty seat on the plane, she's gonna move me. And she moved me. And that was the best thing. Anyway, upstairs, he didn't say nothing to me, waiting to catch the flight. So when we reached on the plane, I walked past him. He didn't even make eye contact. And I remember the same vehicle taking us from the airport back to the house that we live in Nova Scotia. He didn't say nothing to me. I didn't say nothing to him. And I remember we cook together. We buy groceries together. So I remember the next day, I think he was driving. I don't remember if it was me or him was driving to the grocery store. So when I went to the supermarket, I grabbed the trolley and they start putting stuff in the trolley. So I give him that trolley and I grab a next trolley. And I said to him, as from today, no more cooking with you, bud. Buy your own food, cook your own food. I will do the same. So we get grocery, going back home. That's the first thing I said to him. I said, what was in that bag in the airport? He smiled. Nothing, man, nothing. I said, no, man, be honest. Like, what the fuck? Sorry about that. I said, what was in the bag? And up to today, he didn't say what was in that bag. So I remember saying to him, is something in the bag would land me in prison, right? He never say yes, and he never say no. So I'm leaning on something to sink me in prison. That's the only thing can come to my mind. And after a few months, again I said I never say nothing to him. And everybody now in the house start figuring like, what going on between you and him? I never say nothing. I always say to them, go ask him. And you know what? I stopped sleeping at the house. I don't keep nothing at the house. I never sleep in that house again. All 8-9 months I was here. I never sleep in that house again. I did live in somewhere else. So that's why they say friends. The only person in life who want good for you is maybe your kids. Or some good family member. Not all of them, some good one. And that is the reason why I said I don't keep friends. For that one experience, it wasn't a good one. I know the worst part about everything is I go through so much with my own people from back home. Your own Jamaican people. I go through so much with these people, like, and this wasn't even half of the story. The same guy, let me show you how this guy was pretending all these years who was talking. This guy could poison me. This guy could kill me because he was my friend. Our so-called friend. I know when I stopped talking to this guy, again I said I never share this story. I keep them inside. But sometimes I have to talk this story. And I'm talking on the camera. But I hope someday this guy can see this video. And I wish that someday he could see this video and just comment. That time I will call his name. So if you're watching this video, share this video. And you know what this guy do to me? The worst thing this guy do. And believe me, out of everybody in the house, I was the only person who speak to this guy. But like, maybe those guys just a bully this one guy. So I said, no, I'm going to speak to this guy. I'm going to keep things neutral. Maybe I should listen to those next 4 guys. But those next 4 guys was right. Even, I think it was last year, somebody called me and said, oh, that guy asked him, where am I now? That's what somebody told me. And let me tell you the next part of the story. Oh, this one guy is so wicked. I remember where I was coming from. I don't remember where I was coming from, but I was driving home and get pulled over by the cops. Police pulled me over. So when he pulled me over, remember we drive the same vehicle, right? Police pulled me over and said, license and registration. Hope you have your, no, the person said, first thing he said, hope you have your license on you this time. Make sure you have the license present. And I said, I always got my license present. So I give him my license. He said, you're going to get a ticket because you didn't present your license at the police station. And I said, man, like, what are you talking about? I was so shocked. I said, here's my license. Here's my license. So he said to me, the other night I pulled you over. You know what this guy do? This guy give police my name. This guy give police my name. And tell the police he leave his license at home. This guy give police my name. Can you believe it? This guy who I call friend for years give police my name. And I said, man, I said to the police, that's not me. It was me. He said, this is your name. And the policeman opened his book. My name in his book. My name was in the police book as proof. And I said, man, it wouldn't be me. It could never be me. That's not me who was driving. And he said, who else drive? And I said, our next friend. He said, what's that friend name? And I never tell him the guy name. I never, ever tell him the guy name. I said, next time I see somebody that drive the van, if it's not me, it's the next person. So look out for this van next time. And I remember going back to the house. I said to him, I said, you get stopped the other night. Why did you give police my name? I said to him, I said, why did you give police my name? I'm telling you, be careful in life who you call friend. Stick to your family. I rather my family hurt me more than make stranger hurt me. Stick to your family. I don't keep friend. I talk to you, but I don't keep friend. So from that day, this guy almost put me away in prison, man. Almost put me away in prison, this guy. And after a few years, I know what was in that bag. Because he confessed and tell somebody what was in the bag. And this guy almost put me in prison. For what reason, I don't know. I'm not taking food out of your mouth. But guys, I'm telling you, I go through a rough part, man. I'm telling you, I go through some rough part because of stranger. Because of people you get to know. And that's why here in Canada now, I moved to a different place where people who I don't know, people who don't come from where I come from, that's where I move. I moved almost an hour from the city just because I don't want to encounter with nobody. So I said, it's a lot more story A lot more you would never know. The things I go through from your own people. It's tough. But again, as I said before, I got a lot more video coming out. So just look out for better content this year. So like always, thanks for watching. Again, share this video. I hope this guy see this video someday. So I'll catch you guys on the next video.